Hi, I'm Dr. Munshi. In this video, I'll talk about how to manage dental pains. This video is for dental students or dental practitioners. Now, dental pain is mainly originates from pulpal or periodontal. There are other type of pains also, neuralgic pain, neuropathic pain, etc. But most commonly, day-to-day practice we encounter with pulpal pain or periodontal pain. So, while managing the pain, first you have to diagnose the pain from where it is originating. So first you have to take his proper history. In the history, the characteristics of pain itself will tell you it will give you an idea that pain is pulpal or periodontal. So for pulpal pain, the patient will say that it is a sharp pain, sharp shooting pain, unbearable pain, and the pain is due to whenever patient is taking cold drink or food, hot drink or food, the pain is increasing, and at the night the pain is also increasing. This kind of history you can expect if the pain is from pulpal pain, or patient will come to you with like this, my tooth is paining. So pulpal pain is a very what do I say, if you score 1 to 10, pulpal pain will be in the higher side. So after diagnosis from history taking, you have to observe the tooth. Before observing, you have to keep in mind, you have to also diagnose the proper disease. That means, is it reversible pulpitis or irreversible pulpitis? Because the dental pain management will be different in case of reversible and irreversible. I will come to that point also, but first you diagnose that it is pulpal pain, then you have to diagnose pain is irreversible or reversible. So then you have to go to basic only. For reversible pain, we know that pain will aggravate or pain will increase whenever patient is taking cold substance, cold food or drink. So for reversible, cold drink or cold food, this history is important. Next, the duration of pain will be very less, for few seconds. And for reversible pain, night pain will not be there. If there is night pain for prolonged time, or the pain is continuous throughout day, or pain is for few minutes, few hours, or until patient is taking any medication, then this must be irreversible pulpitis. And in case of sensitivity during heat, during hot food, or pain during hot food, then it may be irreversible pulpitis. So after diagnosing pulpal pain, you have to diagnose irreversible and reversible. Then you have to see clinically what is the condition of the tooth. You can, if you can find a gross cavity, gross broken structures, then it is obvious with your clinical judgment also, with your history taking also, that this is irreversible pulpitis and you have to do accordingly, RCT or extraction, whatever the condition of the tooth. But in case of reversible, the pain management is differ. It is not pulpectomy. It is, you have to you have to make the cavity and you have to fill it with obtundant filling, or you can give calcium hydroxide cement and over that zinc oxide or GSC, and you can follow up the case, and you can prescribe some painkiller if pain is increased. So for pulpal pain, there are medicine are not very much effective. For pulpal pain, the best painkiller is ibuprofen, that is proved, but painkiller may reduce your pain for few hours, but the pain will increase. It is not controllable by medicine, so the specific management is needed, like pulpectomy, root canal treatment, or in case of reversible pulpitis, that is pulp capping may be there, indirect pulp capping. So these things you have to keep in your mind. In case of patient is contraindicated to NSAIDs, then you have to think about opioid analgesics like tramadol, etc. So these things you have to keep in mind. So in pulpal pain, you have to treat like this, you have to think like this. Diagnosing is very much important for managing purpose. Now second is periodontal pain. The history is most important in case of diagnosing periodontal or pulpal. So from the history, you can expect that if it is a periodontal pain, patient may say pain is dull, pain is for prolonged time, and it is bearable, but sometimes it is increases a certain amount, and patient is not able to chew properly. Patient is whenever patient is touches is lower tooth to upper tooth or occludes, it is paining. So, or a patient may say that first it started like my tooth was itching kind of sensation, itching kind of pain is there. So these things, the extent of pain, the characteristics of pain may lead to initial diagnosis of periodontal disease or periodontal pain. Then you have to see the case clinically, that if there is any mobility of the tooth, if pain on percussion or other characteristics of periodontal diseases like gross calculus is present, patient oral hygiene is very bad. So these things you have to keep in your mind and treat accordingly. For periodontal pain, the treatment is different. For solely periodontal pain, you have to clean the mouth, you have to patient may need ultrasonic scaling or hand scaling, patient may need antibiotic, patient may need painkiller, chlorhexidine, mouthwash, etc. So periodontal pain may manageable by medication, may manageable by antibiotic, may manageable by proper cleaning or proper maintenance of oral hygiene. Now I'll talk about some complicated cases, like when both pulpal and periodontal pain is present, then you have to treat the both. First you have to treat the pulpal pain, then you have to treat the periodontal pain. First you have to do RCT or pulpectomy, then you have to clean the tooth, you have to clean the areas ultrasonic scaling or hand scaling, give antibiotic, etc. So endoperio lesion is also common. Here you can expect periapical pathology, pain on percussion, pus discharging from periodontal space, mobility of the tooth, etc. So it is a complicated case. Whenever you will see the perio and endo, both cases is present in a single tooth, then the case is complicated. It may need some time to heal that tooth, and have to need also complicated treatment. Now coming to different other pains also, like pericoronitis, it is also a kind of you can say periodontal pain or pain from periodontal structure, because I had a periodontal pocket or flap, the operculum, the flap that is overlaps that unerupted or partially erupted tooth, food gets lost to the space between flap and tooth, and infection is there due to bacterial colonization, and pain is there. So pericoronal pain, pericoronitis pain, you can treat it like proper maintenance of oral hygiene, mouthwash with warm salt water, mouthwash with chlorhexidine, and if the case is a little bit complicated, like patient, you can if the painful glands is there, fever is there, headache is there, then you can give antibiotic also. So you can treat pericoronal pain or pericoronitis like this way. Next, there are other pains also due to cheek bite, due to traumatic pain, then you have to give painkiller and the ointments, lignocaine ointments or antiseptic ointments also. Now neuralgic pains. Neuralgic pains I will cover in different video. It is little bit not complicated, but it is a little different topic. But It is also very important to differentiate between neuralgic pain and dental pain also. In some, we have seen patients that misdiagnosing dental pain, and the patient is suffering from trigeminal neuralgia, and he or she misdiagnosed with dental pains, and doctors are extracting the tooth, but there are no result ultimately. So neuralgic pain, this topic is very much important. I will cover it in other videos also. So I think it will helpful for you to diagnose a patient with pain and pain management system. Medicine in dentistry, the or drugs in dentistry, it has of course a role, but the main role in dentistry is the procedures. This RCT, extraction, cavity making, these things are more important in dentistry, and antibiotics should be used judiciously. Yes, in periodontal patients, antibiotic like doxycycline, other antibiotics, amoxicillin, metronidazole, they are very much helpful. You have to administer it if the case that much severe, but you have to think about uh, antibiotic resistance also, and you have to use antibiotic judiciously. Thank you very much for patience listening. Hope you all will, and we'll meet soon in next video.